In today's video, we are looking into INOSUKE'S powers and abilities from the Demon Slayer series. INOSUKE is an absolute legend and of course one of our main boys from the Demon Slayer series as one of Tanjiro's Demon Slayer traveling buddies. INOSUKE has been involved in some of the core battles in the series, so today we're going to look into his fighting style, swordsmanship, beast breathing, and more. Now, if you enjoy these videos, make sure to smash the like button and share this video with a fellow fan of the series. For more Demon Slayer videos like this one, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you do not miss future Demon Slayer content. Of course, a quick warning that there will be spoilers as I will be taking all information from both the anime and manga, so just a heads up. And anyway, with that being said, grab yourself a beverage, let's roll intro and get straight into the video. INOSUKE is an absolute machine who has a drive unlike any other. The things he has accomplished all on his own without any formal training is a testament to the confidence and belief he has in himself and his abilities. This confidence can be a sort of downfall as he does believe he is the strongest fighter that ever existed, whose skills should be praised by everyone. Combo that with his short temper and it's gotten him into some intense and dangerous situations where he has largely underestimated his enemies. But just as it is a downfall, it is also a core strength for him as he refuses to accept defeat. INOSUKE constantly wants to challenge the most strongest opponents, even the Mugen train itself, which I thought was, just hilarious. He is a guy that has an incredible will and one of the most courageous characters in the entire series. In his fight against upper rank 2 Doma, INOSUKE suffered dozens of injuries at his hands, but refused to give in and continued to fight until he beat the opponent in front of him. INOSUKE's fighting style is very unique to him, and this is because of his upbringing. He grew up with the boars in the mountains, which inevitably led to INOSUKE picking up some of their habits, which he incorporated into his own fighting style, be it with the sword or in hand-to-hand combat. This fighting style was so unique that it would often confuse and throw his opponents off their game, as they couldn't get their heads around it. He fights like a four-legged beast as he keeps close to the ground and attacks in a very aggressive, ferocious way. Making this style that more impressive is how incredibly flexible INOSUKE is. Like, it's not even funny, INOSUKE can bend so far backwards that his head reaches between his feet. Now, if I bend to pick something up, my back is gone for like a week minimum. It's not awesome. This only becomes more impressive later on as he is able to dislocate his joints at will. He did this with his arm so he could extend his reach. Even still, we see more insanity from this guy as his flexibility was able to move his own internal organs. In his battle against Daki and Gyutaro, he was able to shift his own heart to avoid it being pierced. It's just absolutely crazy and though it's very impressive, I bet it just feels janky as balls to do that. Now, not only does INOSUKE possess this superhuman flexibility, but from his time growing up with the boars, his senses are also super honed. Just as Tanjiro has his sense of smell and Zenitsu his enhanced hearing, INOSUKE has developed an incredibly enhanced sense of touch. So much so that his skin is sensitive to even the slightest of vibrations carried in the air. His perception also allows him to detect things outside of a normal person's range, how strong or how serious his opponents are as an example. Not just their strength, but he can also pick up on a person's intent to kill, and these things can be picked up even if INOSUKE can't see them directly. Using these senses, he has created his own technique called spatial awareness, which we will talk about a little later on in the video. INOSUKE, of course, has incredible strength, speed, and reflexes. Prior to becoming a Demon Slayer, he trained his body to almost perfection. Just look at the guy, he's absolutely ripped. And during the Hashibira training arc, he was able to move a boulder that was twice his size. Again, incredible. But not only is the guy a tank, but he can move extremely fast, be it rushing into battle or avoiding attacks from demons that would easily take out the average Demon Slayer. He can swing his swords with incredible speed and accuracy, all whilst keeping the power in said swings to deliver some pretty brutal blows. Not only does he possess strength and speed, but he has the stamina and endurance to match. We saw just how much this guy has in his battles against the powerful upper moons. He had taken so much damage, but was still able to see the fight through to the end, coming out on top. Inosuke was even able to withstand the deadly poison of Gyutaro, suggesting to us that his body may also have some immunity to poisons, which is impressive, but on the other hand, we had seen that some of Shinobu's poisons that were made to help and heal also had no effect on our boy. Inosuke also learned repetitive action. Now, by repeating preset movements or drawing upon intense feelings, it allows a person to achieve the same effects as total concentration breathing as they open their 5 senses and draw out the full potential of their physical power. Inosuke had learned this technique after watching Tanjiro do so. Next up, we're going to talk about sword skills and breathing techniques, but first, let's talk about Inosuke's weapon. Inosuke wields dual standard-sized Nichirin katanas. The 2 blades have jagged edges like that of teeth, which suits Inosuke's fighting style as they are perfect for tearing through flesh. His katana are grey in colour, and unlike the other demon slayers, Inosuke chooses not to have hilts on them nor sheaths. Instead, he uses bandages, and again, unlike the usual demon slayer's blade, Inosuke's do not have words engraved on them. Now, Inosuke is an incredibly skilled and incredibly talented swordsman. He wields the dual Nichirin katanas that enable him to hunt and take down demons pretty much on his own, and has been more than capable of going toe-to-toe with the upper rank demons. As the story progresses, Inosuke's skill has progressed so much that he is on the same level as a Hashibira, with one of his most noticeable battles being against upper rank 2 Doma. Inosuke is just something else, really. He even managed to develop his own breathing style called beast breathing, which is based on his upbringing with the boars in the mountains, where he pretty much had to fight for survival on a day-to-day basis. Beast breathing is an offshoot of wind breathing, where Inosuke incorporates the wild and unpredictable nature of wild beasts into a style. The attacks, movements, and senses that he took inspiration from during his upbringing are all on show here, and he has mastered them expertly. Now, the forms are as follows. First Fang Pierce is where Inosuke stabs his target's neck with both of his katana. Second Fang Slice is a double slash with the twin blades in an X shape. Third Fang Devour is a bunch of horizontal strikes towards his target's throat. Fourth Fang Slice and Dice are multiple diagonal slashes performed with both katana. Fifth Fang Crazy Cutting, great name, is as the name suggests. Inosuke Fury slices everything in his path in multiple directions. Sixth Fang Palisade Bite are 2 slashes that happen simultaneously with his blades in both directions. Seventh form, Spatial Awareness, this one we briefly mentioned earlier, is where Inosuke utilizes his sense of touch to pinpoint the exact location and position of his enemies, as well as being able to feel out their weaknesses through small vibrations carried in the air. Eighth Fang, Explosive Rush, is classic Inosuke as he rushes straight at his opponent, swinging his katana at blinding speeds. Ninth Fang, Extending Bendy Slash, another one we briefly spoke about earlier, is where he dislocates the joints in his arm so that it extends his reach, attacking his target with a single slash. 10th Fang, Whirling Fangs, is where Inosuke spins his swords in a rapid circular motion that blocks and deflects all incoming attacks. And finally, Sudden Throwing Strike, which is, again as the name suggests, Inosuke throwing both of his blades straight at his enemy. And that is it, Inosuke's powers and abilities. Inosuke really is an absolute powerhouse, and I just love his fighting style. For me, Inosuke is that guy that when he comes onto the scene, you automatically know you're in for a great fight scene. The way he continues to push his abilities to the next level is just absolutely amazing. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and of course share this video with a fellow fan of the series. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the future Demon Slayer content that is on its way. As always, a huge shout out to Warwick, Animator22, Brian, Blake, Andrew, BS Tuna, Emmeline, Kivase, Chris, Estel High, and Zintac for supporting me on Patreon. Don't forget to head on over there now to check out the rewards that are on offer now. But that is it from me. Till next time, my fellow weebs. Peace!